I loved it from start to finish.
This was horrible. Horrible.
And it was an awful movie, so I gotta give it the quick one.
You hated it? You hated it?
Oh, no, not a movie for me.
I've learned early on Netflix and Phil not to ever say that.
Yeah, I told you to start low.
We didn't learn that early on.
Don't you want to do the intro? I'm still looking at stuff.
Sure, what's the name of the movie we're doing?
Well, first just say the podcast name.
Criminal activities. Hello and welcome.
To Netflix and Fail.
Where we're reviewing Smooth Criminals.
No.
This isn't Michael Jackson.
I would review that.
You know, we can do it. We can switch up the order, keep the fans guessing.
You never know.
As for our names, I'm Dylan Musk.
Should we say what we're actually reviewing first, or are we just gonna leave it at?
Well, we can give our names.
It's in the title.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm Emily.
I'm the pink lady, Jessica.
I don't get the reference.
No.
neither.
Is it related
Grease?
to...
reference?
Yeah, Grease.
Oh.
John
Yeah.
Travolta.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making
Okay,
sure.
you know, looking at Netflix, you can introduce yourself in a second. John Travolta's name was actually like last on the list.
I know, it's actually disrespectful.
Yeah, you told
He's
me it was-
Academy Award nominated
Well,
actor.
no,
He's
'cause
gonna
some-
die right away.
No, because sometimes
Oh.
when they're doing the credits,
No.
opening credits for a movie, they have all the actors, then they have and then they have like the big person.
Featuring
Oh, you meant in
Thanks.
Grease he's last.
no, in this one. But when you told me
Okay,
what
that's
we
weird.
were,
Oh, no.
But no.
That's not a good sign. I'm really worried he dies like 5 minutes in.
Isn't he on the cover of the movie?
He's in the middle.
He's in the middle of the movie.
that's what I mean. So I was like, oh, we're watching a John Travolta movie, so I went with a John Travolta reference. But
So-
then he's like last on the.
I
list.
bet he dies early.
So what's the
on.
actual name of the movie?
So the movie we're reviewing today is Criminal Activities.
Ah.
If this is your first podcast with us, what we do is we take a movie on my Netflix that is failing. Now we don't have the star system, so now I look for a movie.
Did you introduce yourself?
No, I'm Travis Snell. I'm the man with his face on. Face off, face on. John Travolta. So now we saved a bunch of movies to my queue, so it's a good thing we have some lined up. But even then, once that runs out eventually, we pick movies that are now have no percentage because that is technically a fail
Really?
for Netflix.
Because otherwise, yeah.
Because if you have a percentage, that means it's recommended for you.
So how do you find those movies?
Well, like this, it was
Scour.
you got to search, and like this, it's not rated. So if it doesn't have a percentage, that means it's a fail, and they wouldn't
Oh, wow.
recommend it to you. So
Brutal.
if you don't search, all those movies, majority of the movies that come up in your list are going to be for you.
Well, this was a fail on mine too then, because I had no rating on for
So
it.
that's a good thing. So yeah, we're going back. We're going back into the realm of John Travolta. He's the only movie that's had a pass with everybody that ever
Universal
watched
Pass,
it.
yeah.
We've been doing.
It was just a 3, just a
What-
3-star. Like it
what
wasn't a
movie
clean
was
I am
5.
Wrath. You should watch it. It's great.
Very
It's
good
so
movie.
cheesy great though, not like Oscar winning, but it's a good time.
It could
but-
win some Oscars.
Yeah, we've been through a lot. We've been through another Adam Sandler movie. We've been through 9 Lives. Been through Independence Day. So I thought it was time to revisit John Travolta. I will give the quick plot synopsis, and I'll give you guys opinions on this movie. And so first of all, Rotten Tomatoes 50%. So that's
bad.
rotten, but it's still
Can't
on
say
the
it's a
dot.
fail.
Yeah, average rating of 5.9. Even then, looking at this, though, only 20 reviews. So that means not many people even cared about it to review it.
Right.
So we're opening up to the big criminal activity.
Here's 4 more opinions. That's
Yeah.
a lot relative to...
Yeah, that is. That's like 20% of the reviews out there in this room.
We're doing God's work.
Mathematics.
In a very rare case, the audience score is lower than the tomato meter.
Oh.
It's 43%, average rating of 3.1, and there is 569. So much more reviews than the
Right.
tomato meter. So
But I mean,
People
we're
got Netflix.
but we're professionals, so I mean, we're definitely
Yeah.
closer to the critics.
We
We
get
should
paid the
count.
big bucks to do these.
the huge bucks from John Travolta to review these movies because no one's seen them. 4 friends stumble into a deal that's too good to refuse. Oh boy, I'm already getting
Oh
excited.
boy, yeah.
But oh boy, yeah, pizza time. But when the investment goes bad, they learn that part of their funding came from a notoriously ruthless crime boss. ... And it's payback time.
Nice.
The synopsis is great. I mean,
Okay. excited.
now they must successfully kidnap a family member of the rival kingpin in order to erase a life-threatening
Oh,
debt.
wow.
In way over their heads. If they can complete the assigned task without screwing up, they just might escape with their lives.
I thought they were stealing a painting. So you told me.
I could have been wrong, but still,
Maybe they do both.
I'm much more intrigued
Person.
now. So what do you guys
If you
think?
kidnap a person, you can steal a painting.
You guys have any thoughts going into this movie from that synopsis? You have John Travolta, you got Michael Pitt, Dan Stevens, Jackie Earl Hart, Haley, lots of good actors, lots of talent.
I'll be disappointed if someone doesn't die.
I think,
People are dying.
but one of the main... Do we think one of the 4 friends dies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least one.
I
Maybe
think
even
2. I think 2.
I'm going with one.
At least one.
Actually, I'll go for the bold pick and say 3. And Travolta is like the final guy, and he has some
you think
emotional
he's-
scene where he's
I
like,
think he's the
on
rival kingpin.
No,
Oh,
no,
is he?
he's part of the group, I think.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. I think
he
he's
could be a great rival kingpin.
He would be a good rival kingpin.
Because from the
I'm
poster, I
hoping.
think it's the 2 young guys, him. They don't show Jackie or Haley. He's an actor in this, but he also directed the film. He played Rorschach in Watchmen. I think he's going to die right away because he's directing.
Maybe he's the rival kingpin.
So what a good could be. I think he'll have a small role because like lots of time that happens with directors. You know, I'll be in there for a bit, kill me off, and then I'll be out. So I'm saying 2 people are gonna die.
What year did this come out?
2015. So
Oh, so John Travolta is pretty...
Wasn't I Am Wrath in 2015 as well? It was a good year for him.
Rorschach,
He got busy, man. He got busy with
John
his...
Travolta's
I
gonna
Fine,
be-
yeah.
He's bottom of the barrel
That was a good
movies.
year because wasn't that the year of Adele Dazeem?
Yeah, but I still
what's
I
that?
still put that in the
When he
positive.
was announcing at the Oscars, Idina Menzel to sing the Frozen song, he's
Oh.
like the wickedly talented Adele Dazeem, and
You've
that's
never seen
not
this
her
clip?
name.
No.
You should
Oh,
look it
you
up. He
need to
literally
watch
just
it.
You
says
should
Second.
review it.
Mhm.
It's
Cast or
like
something.
actually like so horrifying.
No, I
Like good, horrifyingly good.
Like
Now-
I Am
for
Wrath.
us, for everybody
Yeah.
else, it's horrifyingly good. But like, think of poor Idina Menzel.
and then they did a follow-up sketch the next year between the 2. John Travolta's
Yeah.
just a gift
And
that
she's
keeps
a
on
good
giving.
sport.
Like we were talking about
Yeah.
from Greece until now, he can not do no wrong.
He
I
just
Am
wants
Wrath.
to entertain.
Iron Wrath came out in 2016, so they're a little spaced out.
Okay.
But from 2010 to now, he's had 2 fresh movies. So,
Ooh.
3.
Not bad.
Well, okay,
I've had 0.
one doesn't count because I think it's a documentary, so 2. So he you know,
Documentaries count.
but
I love
documentaries. He's listed as John Travolta, so he's just there to talk. I don't think he's acting.
He's reached that point in his career.
Yeah. I think this is going to be from that synopsis. I'm looking very forward to this. I loved I Am Wrath. That was our first pass. I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping it's going to be the same level where it's going to be some nice cheese, get some crazy John Travolta, maybe some fun action. I love all the other actors in here, so I'm going in ready to be disappointed because I think this for me could be a 3, but we'll see.
This has-
Ooh, bold.
This has like the whole recipe together to be one of those like so bad it's good movies,
Mhm.
and I think a key part of that is it's only an hour and a half. Because if
Sweet spot.
those bad movies, you know, they can be fun, but if they drag on too long, then it's like, okay, what am I doing with my life? And then you just get sad.
I'm
So
watching this shit movie.
I'm pretty excited to watch this movie, to be honest. Yeah.
I am too.
I'm excited. I just don't really have any score expectations,
Mm.
but I'm excited.
Mhm.
The
No, I
synopsis
have
is
seen-
exciting.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen the other one that you guys are all excited about. So.
You should still Netflix.
It's
I
a
don't think-
sequel to this.
No, it's
Or a prequel came out.
It could be.
Or no, it came out after. So yeah.
There's
it's a
probably
sequel.
some fan who's paired these movies together in some
timeline.
just
Taylor.
John Travolta's entire career.
Well, you know, hopefully it's good. A little bit of hype from you guys talking about that other one. So I don't know if I'd go as far to say I'm expecting a 3 though.
we'll
It's
see.
hard to hit that point.
It is hard. There's a lot that has to happen. So we're gonna go watch this movie. We'll be back in mere moments for you guys. We're gonna watch this movie.
Hopefully that mosquito is gone by the
It's
time.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna keep like John Travolta.
Every
It's gonna keep coming back. So thank you very much. Well, not thank you. We'll be back in a second.
Thank you. I'll say it.
Oh, I meant like I was giving an outro of like thank
Emily, you
you for
didn't do
tuning in.
the noise.
I do the noise.
You-
I don't think
I think
ever
you've
do
done the
noise.
noise.
I don't actually think she ever.
I don't
Ah,
think it's
shit.
me.
I swear you did the noise
I'm
at
pretty sure
least
I don't make
once.
the noise.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We just watched Criminal Activities, another Netflix classic.
Travis, you seem so low energy.
Um,
Why could that be?
I'll start. I can't say that. This is definitely not a 1 for. This is not a hate it movie. It's not anything I've walked out of been like, well, because the stars, the OG stars on Netflix was they hate it, didn't like it, liked it, and then what was the
Loved it.
love? No, wasn't there?
Moderately liked it.
Oh yeah, what I can't remember what the middle one was, but it was like decent, liked it, loved it. So I have no idea where I am as far as like an actual rating. I think the good thing about this movie, it was short, so I'll give it that. Like it could have been a lot longer. I think there was some funny parts, but not as much funny parts as like an I Am Wrath. It wasn't too cheesy, over the top. That like it was definitely cheesy over the top, but they were definitely trying to be a bit serious at times. And yeah, there were some fun like twists and turns. I don't know how I feel about the movie yet. I didn't love it. I don't know. I can't say I can't say I didn't like it.
You sound confused.
I'm very well in the old school when we talked about Netflix and the stars. When I would talk like a 2.5, I don't know where this was for me because it was short and it was not bad enough for me. Like, man, this is awful. Like, I want this to end. But at the same point, I felt like there wasn't too much that happened. This is a very basic movie. We'll go over the plot in a second once they give their overalls.
Okay.
But pretty much the easiest way to say this is like if they put Pulp Fiction, Snatch, Usual Suspects, and Reservoir Dogs all together.
But they were worse than that.
Yeah, they were not good. So, yeah, that's where I am. I'm kind of somewhere. Once we talk about it, maybe I'll have a strong inclination. But I didn't hate it. Didn't love it. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm confused.
So as someone who has not seen any of those 4 movies that you
haven't seen
You haven't seen Pulp
Never
Fiction?
seen Snatch?
Well, Snatch is like still kind of a cult thing. Pulp
One of my
Fiction's
favorites.
Pulp Fiction's considered one of the greatest movies, if not the greatest movie of all
And
time.
I've
It's
seen
one of
it.
my favorites.
So then you know.
Well, I made it up to the part where he like stabs her, and then after that I haven't
You gotta
watched
watch
anything.
more.
It's on Netflix.
Special edition
Isn't
of it.
It's everywhere.
Snatch will be on Netflix in July.
Well,
We're not talking about Snatch. We're talking about the superior Pulp Fiction.
so anyway, yeah. I definitely probably sat on my phone quite a lot for this movie. But as someone who likes and can appreciate a good ending, it kind of brought me back. So, as I was talking to Travis earlier before cast,
What?
Yes.
I kind of forgot about the ending, so yeah.
I forgot about the ending.
Well, I forgot about that.
That was literally 7 minutes ago.
I
5
know.
to 7 minutes ago.
Yeah. I've seen it done before. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you still gotta appreciate when a good ending is pulled off.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying to Travis before cast, like, I just watched The Others the other day, and that one was a really good kind of twist ending, and even though this was shorter than that, so it was better, but I still appreciate The Others just because the ending was good. So, I'm kind of torn because, like, the whole first 99% of the movie is kind of boring, but that 1% is
99%. Wow.
So the credits were good.
The part where it said John Travolta going up, that's
Yeah.
prime.
Wow.
As for myself, this movie was like it was an hour and a half, but it seemed like it was a bit longer than that. Like maybe like 2 hours. Like it was just slow and like kind of boring. I feel like the first like hour had like 10 scenes in it. Like they were very much just like long scenes where 4 people were talking to each other for like 10 minutes straight or something like that. And like this movie didn't have a lot of action to it, and I mean that was the goal, right? It was supposed to be like all about the characters, and you're supposed to really like the characters, but I didn't really like.
No.
There was a couple of funny lines, and most of the things I was laughing at was just ridiculous, like stupid acting, or I don't know. I don't really know what it was, but yeah, this is a movie I will likely never watch again.
Oh, don't kid yourself. You will never ever watch again. Why would you throw up the likely? Wouldn't likely?
It's
what
pretty likely
likelihood
that I
is-
will not ever watch this again.
Well, what likelihood someone gonna say, "Oh, hey, let's watch Criminal Activities," and you'll consider it?
Maybe I'll. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm never gonna watch this movie.
Yeah,
Again.
you would tell no. We don't need to watch this. I'll tell you the
Yeah.
ending.
I wanted more Travolta too, and he was only in like maybe.
I told
10,
you, his
15%.
name was like the last.
Yeah.
But sometimes they do that for the big guy.
It's true. Like they do that, like Grey's Anatomy. Remember, he gets and Patrick Dempsey. He's in all those. So it's like, yeah, I'll throw that out there too. Yeah, if you're expecting like I Am Raft, a John Travolta fun, he's in here probably about 25%. I think is the best part in this movie. To be honest, some of the scenes he is in.
He's kind of boring too.
I
I will say the only I'll agree with Jessica. Like the ending, it felt like I didn't waste my time because like okay, there was actually some stuff going on and like there was reasons for these scenes. Yeah, it wasn't like great, but at least there was something going on there, I guess.
Yeah,
I enjoyed watching the ending where everything was like unfolding and it's like, oh, this is when it was kind of explaining everything.
I just thought it was so tacked on. Like to use the example,
It wasn't good, but it was like at least
yeah.
interesting. Whereas the rest of the movie, I wasn't checking Facebook because I didn't have my phone on me, but that was the one part I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll
That's
save
about it.
it till after because we'll get into some spoilers. So if you want to watch this movie spoiler free, I'll give you a warning. But I don't think you got to worry about it. think we're catching a bullet for you here. So.
Emily, what do you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought so.
I actually enjoyed this one for once, which does not happen when we do Netflix and fail.
And Dan Stevens was your favorite part, wasn't he?
I still don't know.
Really? I
Dan
thought it was
Stevens.
Noah.
The
Wait,
guy
who's that?
whose name I should have
Noah
looked it
Michael
up.
Pitt?
Dan Stevens?
No, the guy who played Marquis. He was my favorite.
Oh, yeah,
he
I
was
guess so,
funny.
yeah.
I actually laughed at the majority of his lines.
Yeah.
I definitely will admit there's big problems with this movie, and like it's
I don't
not very well constructed. Is kind of one of the biggest problems.
I don't know if I guess I was gonna say I don't think there's too many huge problems. I think it's just like it's so it's so
It's
basic.
just the construction of it, and there's
movie.
It is, but you know what? It was more enjoyable than a lot of the crap we watch, and I actually had a good time watching it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well.
usually this doesn't happen.
Yeah. We'll talk about it a bit. So we gave you the synopsis, but pretty much what happens is these four friends. So yeah, John Travolta was not one of the four friends. He was the kingpin or whatever.
Emily called it, yeah.
Emily did call it. So they pretty much there's this story about how they borrowed money. I'm gonna be very general here. They borrowed money from
boiled money.
They boiled money as well, and then
Like
they
a
borrowed
stew.
it. They borrowed some money from the kingpin, which is John Travolta. He says, "Hey, you gotta help me to get this back. You owe me $400,000. You're gonna pay me, or you can kidnap this guy because it has to do with like." His niece was like kidnapped.
Yeah.
It's like if I kidnap this guy, we can do an exchange. It's all good. So pretty much just like okay, it's a movie, which I thought lots of more movie was going to be about them planning to get this guy. It starts off really quick. Like they give this ultimatum, and then 5 minutes in, they're like this great, which I liked that scene. There's a bathroom scene where the guy he played Darwin in First Class. He's been in Twilight.
Huge role.
Huge
Eddie
role.
Gaffney.
Eddie Gaffney. So he's like the guy they have to kidnap. He's on the toilet when they kidnap him. That scene I had in my notes. I actually like just
pretty much any scene he was in was pretty funny.
Well,
they
that's
did
where,
a good job.
Yeah, that's where I was getting the I Am Raph vibes, and I was happy, and then it kind of stopped. But he taxed them with a plunger as a defense. Like that's where I was like, okay, we're going into full on cheese mode.
He didn't
here.
really attack. He kind of just like
He
pushed it
plunged
at
them.
them.
He plunged
He plunged
them.
them.
He plugged. Yeah.
And then they kidnap him, and then the rest of the movie is literally them in a room dealing with some personal issues, which we'll talk about. Dealing with some personal
lots of
issues,
personal issues.
that are not really that interesting, but dealing with personal issues. Marquise, the whole movie's just talking to each one of them, saying, "Hey, let me out." It ends in that's the whole movie for about 45 minutes. And what is it?
I figured out who that guy looks like from 21 Jump Street, the nerdy guy.
Who?
The main guy with the curly hair that you were loving.
Dan Stevens.
Okay, and then so in 22 Jump Street, there's like the nerdy guy that helps him hack the phone. That's who I thought it was.
Hacks the phone.
At the party.
Great movie. I don't remember who that
No,
was.
I don't remember that either.
Helps him with chemistry.
No.
No, oh my god.
I don't remember as much because I did not like that one as much as the first one.
Really?
Oh.
I like the second one more than the first.
A lot of people say that, but yeah.
I thought they were both amazing.
But then, so they've kidnapped Marquise. At one point, it's all about they find out that Marquise is an informant. So
Yeah.
there's a bunch
Find
of
a wire on him.
yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff for like what
I don't know how they didn't check for a wire.
Why would
Why
you check
would
for
you
a
check?
wire?
Why wouldn't you?
Because he's a criminal. You don't expect that.
They're
Like
just
if
kidnapping a guy.
yeah.
I mean, you should check. You should not. You should make sure he doesn't have anything on him, right? You should make sure he doesn't have like a gun or a
Yeah,
knife
but
in his
usually you're not
pocket.
like, hey, and you rip the shirt and be like, what's under his thing? Like, you should be in a gun holster. But that's good to know.
Criminals
Dylan, if
hide
you-
knives in weird places.
Good to
You
know when
should
Dylan
have
abducts
Yeah, when
someone.
Dylan
given this
abducts
guy a
someone.
little bit of a strip
Wires,
search. That's
so-
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
A strip search?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think you're alone on this one. Either way, there's conflict.
You're not a very good criminal.
There's conflict. I wasn't planning on kidnapping anybody, so that shows. There was conflict. They don't know what to do. John Travolta shows up, and they say, "Hey, he just says, hey, I figured everything out. We don't need Marquise. I need you to murder him." They murder him, and then later on, so here are your big spoilers, and we're going to talk about stuff in detail.
Big spoilers.
So if you are really wanting to watch this movie, Dan Stevens, he played Noah. The whole movie, he's this kind of like guy dealing with anxiety. He is very like to himself. He's very nervous. He's very all over the place.
People are always telling him, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, like he's the runt of the litter in this group.
He's the guy they make fun of and their friends.
Yeah, and for the whole movie, it seems like he's okay with it. But either way, it's all revealed that like he was actually John Travolta's nephew, and he set this. The whole entire movie is he set the whole thing in motion to happen so he could be like $1 million richer. So we'll talk about some plot points, but that was the whole thing that
and to get revenge on his friends that bullied him.
It's revealed that friends were like shitty to him.
They poured tomato juice on him and made dogs.
That was
I don't like when movies do that. No. But it's pretty much, if you've seen Usual Suspects, it's just Usual Suspects with like no interesting stuff in the middle, you know. So
that's what it made me think of. I was trying to think.
I thought it was him for a second.
That guy?
No.
The covalent bonds guy?
Covalent bonds.
But yeah, what do you guys want to shout out about the stuff we just talked about? So who was you talked about?
Gabby.
Yeah, I think he was good. I liked his lines.
I think he was good.
Yeah.
Eddie the Marquise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was like pretty funny. I don't know, he was alright. Mm-hmm. I think he was the most interesting of, him and the other 4 dudes who were in the same room for 45 minutes of the movie. Mm-hmm. Because you look at, like, Noah, he was kind of just, like, annoying, and he at least had some character to him, and then the other guy who was, like, a cokehead and was freaking out, and, like, 50% of the words he said was fuck, and 25% was bitch, and then, like, I don't know, he didn't say anything else. So he was pretty lame.
He said some
and then the other 2 guys had absolutely no personality.
No.
And
they didn't
they were super lame.
Like, literally one guy, I don't remember his name.
Warren.
The white guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so literally the first 5 minutes of the movie, he goes, "Oh, hey, I've stopped drinking." And they're all like, "Good, man, that's good." And he doesn't say anything else.
They don't clap for
They
him.
do. They don't say anything else character-wise, and then at the end, because all this, he's back to drinking. Like, it's just that level. It's not even like the whole movie.
No care.
He's like struggling with, I really want a beer, this, that. It's just like, hey, I'm not drinking. And then he goes through some events, like, really just there in the background, and then at the end, he's drinking. It's like, that was his, like, arc that
The thing about it, too, is at the very end, when they tie that fact that Noah has set this whole thing up, they don't even go back to that character to... Like they
do.
Do they? What did he do?
They show, but they go back to him. They go back to him by showing him on the couch with all the bottles.
Yeah, but, that was it.
Oh, I thought that was just a flashback to him sitting.
No. So that's showing that like his life is ruined now because he killed.
That
the guy.
I missed that because I was like, man, they didn't even care enough about him to go back and tell us how his life's been fucked
up. Even though Noah couldn't, he wouldn't know 100% that he's gonna kill the guy in the chair, but he was just kind of, I guess, hoping. So yeah, his life is ruined. They didn't go back to the other friend. That's to me who they
which was also kind of weird.
What's his name?
Cop?
The cop. What's his name?
Bryce in the show and Rob.
See, I didn't even remember Bryce.
I don't think they ever actually said his name.
Wasn't he one of the people in the room with all the high school kids too?
Yeah, no, he was. He's
the 4th friend.
But he was the one that's trying to stop them from doing stuff to him.
Not really. He's like, hey, don't do that. And then they did it. And he's like, that sucks.
Very hard,
yeah, but I didn't remember.
He's still friends with him.
At the end montage,
they didn't.
Showing
because
I thought he just said, he got a third of the money, and they just showed them sitting eating and he had his kid with them.
But did that guy get a third of the money? Because I thought I thought it was Noah and Heisenberg-looking guy and Travolta.
No, I think the uncle and him.
So he was in on it, the other friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the FBI agent was the one that gave him the information on how to do things, right?
So
he said a third.
But I swear, Noah brought a bag of
uncle.
money and gave it to one to Travolta.
No, he just gave it to his uncle. It was just the one.
Yeah, it was just one bag.
Which is to Travolta, and I'm sure Travolta would pay the guy. Yeah, but Travolta got that sum of money.
I see.
So what was it? What would that be? $2 million split 3 ways. What is that?
Don't ask me that.
Okay, well, folks, tell us, or anybody's gonna find out. But what about any?
333 for one, so 666. 66.
That's some math right there.
That's not too bad. I don't know if that's enough for. Oh, I guess that's
fine. Quite a few.
Yeah,
I could do a lot of things with
just
that.
the way Noah talked about it.
Be taxed on.
If someone went on our Patreon and dropped that much, you would be pretty happy. Even split between all of us.
Yeah, split 6 ways.
In the States it is. In Vancouver, not so much.
Yeah, you can't even buy a house in Vancouver with that.
Yeah.
$63 million.
Well, I hope Noah's not going to Vancouver with that girl. But yeah, I thought those two were the Warren and the cop, Bryce. I don't even remember them saying that, but they were dull.
I heard them say Warren, but I did not hear them say Bryce ever.
Yeah.
It's in the credits, guys.
All these characters are one note. Michael Pitt was fine playing like the coked up like asshole guy.
It sucks though because
he is a much better
actor than that. Like,
same thing as Dan Stevens.
Really enjoyable to watch.
Even though I feel like Dan Stevens actually, even though it's not a good movie, I feel like he got to do good acting in this because you can see the type of actor he is from playing the nervous wreck, and then in the end he's very calm, he's very cool.
Fair enough.
That's very much like that's why I wanted to be Bond, and like so I liked that. But yeah, Michael Pitt is a much better actor, and this is not good for him. And then Dan Stevens, I think he did good with what he had, but this movie, it's pretty basic. Like I said, I don't think it's anything that, even if we saw it last year, it wouldn't have been like, this is one of the worst movies of the year. It would have just been like, yeah, it was a movie we saw, you know, like...
You know
you'd
what
forget
else it
about it.
reminds me of?
What?
Boondock Saints. And the fact that...
With no action scenes.
Well, in the fact that, like, this Jackie Earl guy directed it,
Jackie.
and he acted in it, and it just,
Yeah.
like, it had that whole feeling of the same way that,
Yeah.
the
And
Boondock Saints guy did.
Jackie was fine, but he's been in much better movies. I said this before. Dylan was bumming me about, but he's an Academy Award nominated actor as well. He is. Who? What? Oh, I don't. Yeah, tell me who wrote it. But yeah, everybody was just like there or good enough.
Let's quickly talk about that scene where he was talking about how he got his scar.
The flashback scene.
That was a great
I
scene.
put that before I go. What else has this guy wrote this movie?
What is he?
What is his most notable? I don't like the fact that I don't see any posters I recognize from the most notable
Well,
section.
a lot, they're older movies. That's why
Okay.
you don't recognize
He's
them.
an old man.
But, The French Connection,
Okay, that's a good movie.
Classic.
The Green Berets,
Okay, yeah, this whole movie.
Inchon,
I haven't seen that one.
Showtime,
With Eddie Murphy Showtime?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Glory Road, which is a basketball movie,
I haven't seen
the
any of these.
remake of Yours, Mine, and Ours,
Okay.
and Canadian Bacon.
Okay, so this seems about
So
part of the
that's-
course of like his career. It's
Oh,
not
there's
anything
more.
huge.
He's
No.
written some Cheers.
Yeah, lots of TV. So a flashback.
American Graffiti.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Good for him.
The Happy Hooker
Mm.
as well.
I feel like there's a couple
It's a
happy
classic.
hookers in this movie, you know?
There's at least a few.
Mm. But yeah, Dylan, you want to start off that flashback scene? So you explain to the viewers that have probably not seen this
Right.
movie. So I'll set it up. Jackie Earle Haley has a scar on his ear, and he tells a story. What's the story?
So, I mean, I kind of forget some of it, but I'll try my best.
Okay.
So, his father, right, was a criminal of some
Drug
kind.
dealer.
A drug
His
dealer.
brother.
That's
His
a...
bro- it was his
Drug
brother.
dealers are
I thought it
criminals,
was his
Travis.
No, it
No.
was
His
Oh.
brother.
Just, if I kill someone, that's a criminal. I'm not a drug dealer. Dexter was not a drug dealer. He was a serial killer.
What?
What? I said he's a criminal, and you said, no, he's a drug dealer! It's like,
I
drug
lied.
dealers are
I
criminals.
lied about a lot of that.
Okay,
That
never
was
mind. It
just-
doesn't matter now.
About the
We're moving
movies?
past this.
Yeah, you did not write a lot of those.
Oh.
Go look up. He probably
Soundtracks.
produced them.
Anyway,
Soundtracks.
so, I already don't remember his character's name. What's his name in the movie?
It's like Gary. It's
Gary.
It's
It is
Jerry.
it.
Is it Gary or Jerry?
Jerry.
Jerry. Okay,
Jerry?
so it's Jerry. I was close.
Alright, so Jerry's dad is a criminal slash
brother.
drug
It's
dealer.
his-
I just wanted to be specific. The reason I said drug dealer is because the story is about drugs. So that's why I wanted to be specific.
Alright.
Because a crack
Let
addict
me
comes
try
in.
this again.
Okay.
So Jerry's dad or brother is a drug dealer or a criminal. Okay? Are you all of you are happy, okay?
Well,
you
no,
quit
that's
grilling me on it. I'm 5 words into this description. And then, so, I don't know, something happens with his dad slash brother, and he
He's
doesn't...
out of
He-
he's out of the house.
He mixes one bag of Coke with 2 parts baking soda. So Coke's
the
so he
classic mix-up.
can- yeah,
We've all been
sell
there.
it for more.
Yeah,
money.
and so this crazy drug addict, you
Yeah.
could say, comes into their building.
Not just an addict.
Yeah,
More
and
into the house, not like the building, but like into his unit.
this is so much fun. I'm living my life right
And well, the director, he's probably watching this. You know, Jackie's a friend of mine, and I want him to make sure you give it justice.
now. All right, and so we're gonna pause that storyline for now. Now we're going to another storyline. Some kid is coming home from school early, and he walks into his home, and then he finds out that his mom is home early too, and she's having sex with some guy who's presumably not his father.
No, he right out says not his father.
Yeah. And then, so the little boy goes to
Get his-
goes to the kitchen. He opens up the cupboard. He grabs a frying pan. He's like, "Okay, he's gonna fuck this guy with a frying pan." I'm excited. Actually, there's a shotgun in that cupboard in the kitchen. Weird place to keep your shotgun. Like most people keep it in their bedroom or something.
Well, it's a
Anyway,
good thing they didn't, because that's where
so he grabs the
was.
shotgun and he's running. Now we're gonna go back to the other scene. So that guy, the crazy drug addict, goes to cut the kid's ear off. That's his plan. So that's where the scar comes from,
You did
right?
forget the chicken pox.
You
There's
did
also
forget the
chicken pox.
And the kid specifically says, "Don't touch me. I have chicken
I'm
pox.
contagious.
I'm contagious." Yeah, that scene was great.
So he's cutting his ear off. Now we skip back to the other storyline. The kid's running to go shoot this guy, and then he trips and accidentally shoots a shotgun. The bullet goes through the roof and kills the guy who's cutting off the other kid's ear. And
They became
Wild
lifelong
from start to
friends.
finish.
then they're looking.
they didn't become lifelong. Oh, I guess you
Yeah,
said that, but
they-
we
and
never
they-
got to see him. I
and
was
they
waiting to
the
see
kid with
him.
the shotgun's looking up.
You
He
did
looks to the
forget.
roof and he sees the kid with chickenpox. And the kid with chickenpox looks down. They see each other. And they're best friends.
We didn't get to see him in present day is what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the shotgun
technically we
guy.
did.
Yeah,
What guy?
He was
Yes, we did.
What guy was
He was
the
the guy
shotgun
that was like tied up and
Yeah.
getting beaten by the two
Oh,
guys.
really?
And he's
I
like,
missed that.
You
and he's
didn't-
like, say hello to Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
And
it was
that's
Isaac.
that's the whole point of him telling the story, and that's why he's like, why did you just shoot those guys? It's like, say hello to Isaac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was the guy they were torturing.
Mhm.
So
And also mention when they're cutting his ear off, it's not like a from the side shot. They literally show like the ear like coming off the kid's
The
head.
skin,
Yeah, the skin. So
Yeah.
like this was a very rated R movie.
Well, the other rated R scene too is they're in a parking garage and they're hanging this guy over the edge.
They did
And all of a sudden the guy's like shoe slips off, so the guy falls, and there's actually a camera angle of him like hitting his head on the ground, his neck breaking and like crumpling over.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, not gonna lie.
well, not only that, but they dropped a lot of language. A lot.
Yeah, they dropped the N-word a bunch. They said fuck a bunch, everything
Yeah.
like that. Pretty
Yes.
far. That's where it gave
Not
off
too
the
much.
Pulp Fiction vibes, and that's where that story of him telling the flashback. Oh, watch the mic.
That was more
Sorry about
important.
No. Him telling that story about the flashback with the chicken pox felt very much like the Pulp Fiction watch scene where it's like, oh, this is my dad's watch. He stuck it up his ass in war. Like, I'm giving it to you. Like, they were trying to go for this like fun comedy scene. Like, it was all right, but it was more funny in the cheesy sense that like that's probably the best scene in the movie. I think. I can't remember. There's a couple lines I like that Travolta gave.
That's like the over-the-top, crazy storylines that you want for these Netflix and fan movies. So that was probably my favorite scene too.
Yeah,
if I'm to think about it, yeah.
I agree.
And the thing I think when I say like it has a lot of construction problems, I think like that's what bothers me about it is that because we do get this whole end scene where it's like supposed to tie back, but usually when you see that in a movie, you actually like. You just missed just like picking up on those little hints, right? But it's like they didn't show enough of like the little hints for us.
No, that's why the ending was
They
very
didn't.
warranted.
Yeah, they didn't show enough of the little hints because sometimes when you look back, you're like, oh right, that scene. Oh right, and they did that, but there was like little pieces missing from it. Like when he went to get the ice cream, like we would have no idea that he was eating ice cream with the guy's girlfriend in the car. Like there's
Oh,
little
you could
things
kind of
like
put that a little bit together when that's where because I missed
bit,
it.
but not
You could,
enough.
but
Like
none of us
it's
did.
done better in other movies, and so that's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
say like the construction is wrong. I still like it though.
Well, there was
Like
that
the
one
whole-
scene where that guy was apologizing for everything that he did in the past, so you know that guy has like been treated from shit by all of them.
Yeah,
And even in the beginning, they talk about in the bar, oh, we make fun of this guy all the time. He just likes it.
Yeah,
That's why.
they were just very subtle, and it's definitely like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'll never
not a
watch
lot
this.
of people are ever
I'll
gonna
never
think
watch this movie again, so
Oh,
I won't
shucks.
know. But like things like I'd like to see the bus scene again, and is Dan Stevens in the background, or is it just that hey because we're gonna reveal Dan Stevens killed? They have a fifth friend who this is how they meet up for the first time. He committed suicide, but then it's revealed Dan Stevens' character pushed him in front of a bus. So I think like I said, I'll never watch it again. But they at one point show like he's in the background with a camo hat and he's slinking around, but. I wonder if that's even in the actual scene of the bus, and I would bet it's not, but
I would say probably not.
No. When talking about that scene, I have some of my notes. When they all meet at the restaurant to talk about their friend, of course, Dan Stevens pulls out a joint, and he says, how about a little 420?
That's what all the cool stoner kids are saying.
Yeah, that line for me, like, I don't know. I've never heard anybody say anything like that. It seemed kind of weird, and I guess you say, it fits the character, but I don't know, it felt like cringy, weird. So
It was like, well, what are the kids saying these days on the street?
a little 420. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. They multiple times. One time at the beginning of the movie, did a month later, and then it would go black screen a month later in the most generic font
Very
ever.
choppy, very.
Mhm.
That's part of the construction again. Just really.
Yeah. And then at one point it just goes 3:00. And then near the end of the movie, after Marquise, we told you about, gets killed because John Travolta says, I don't need him. Someone needs to kill him. So one of the friends kills him. And like we're in the height of the action, and like they just cut 3 hours later. And it was really weird because there's no really build up to finding out that Dan Stevens was bad. It was just like, Dan Stevens is bad.
Suddenly he was just smiling and having all this money.
So he is in the background walking behind him in the beginning scene, and when he walks into the group, but you can't see him when the camera pans around when he's standing at the sidewalk. But he is actually walking behind him.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. They planted a little bit more, but
Hmm.
yeah, the whole month weird jumping was kind of strange. Like, I guess what they were going for. I don't even know why it needed to be a month later when they did
They had
that.
a plan.
They could. I guess so. It felt like he had a plan when he sat down.
Well, even like, 3 o'clock. Like, what does that mean? I didn't know what time it was before.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they probably, I imagine we missed it. They probably said, "Oh, we're meeting at 3 o'clock," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
3 o'clock." I was
Yeah,
like,
I guess so.
okay. At one point, John Travolta says, "Unlike a bank, there's no late slips here." I liked that line. John Travolta had a couple good one-liners. He was not in enough, but I liked his one-liners.
Maybe I couldn't focus on his lines just because his face looked so
his face
strange.
looked really
I
bad.
don't know
looked
what
like
they're
a
talking
Barbie doll.
about.
Really bad.
I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not
No,
going
I
to say
said
anything.
this.
way.
I said this during the movie that it looked like, I can't remember which, if it's the Santa Claus 2 or 3 or whatever it is, when they get that like plastic Santa version of Tim Allen. John Travolta's face literally looked like that in this film. In the very first time you saw him, it looked like shiny, hard, immovable plastic.
I'm
It
gonna
was
disagree.
actually really
Play
creepy.
on
I'm going to disagree, as I one
Really
day want to
creepy.
work with the man, so I would prefer you not to say these things, but you know what? John, don't listen to these
You
people.
just gotta get some more clever camera angles, different lighting, and then it's a non-issue.
He's just like...
Just change your name.
I think he's just Lord of the Rings. He's just like...
He's Lord of the Rings.
No, like in Lord of the Rings, like he's the elves. Like they just don't age. Their skin glosses.
I was
in the
going to say, I
light.
don't think John Travolta's in Lord of the Rings.
He is. He plays Sauron.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
That one beginning scene where they first meet, and like you can tell, like John Travolta like moves his face, and the wig doesn't move. It's just his skin like crumples up around it.
I think he's
And
great hair.
Like
Great hair.
I don't know. He should have done your weaves or extensions or whatever you
Hair
said.
plugs?
Plugs.
I still
Hair
think he had a
plugs.
I
couple
think
of
he
those.
still has plugs. I think he just
Well, then they
wears
shouldn't
the
have
wig as
glued
well.
the wig so weird.
But it also seemed like this was, like, you did say that you think it was filmed quite a while ago.
It came out in
And-
2015. I feel like this was filmed 2012, 2013. The way Dan Stevens looked was
And
way
the way
too
Travolta
small.
looked, because Travolta got quite heavy for a while, right?
Yeah.
So he was not heavy in this film at all.
Yeah,
he was very thin.
Yeah, so I imagine that night, because you look at, well, Michael Pitt's not really a big star, but Dan Stevens is a bit bigger of a star. I could see 2015 them like releasing it. That's what they usually do. Like Jennifer Lawrence's what was it, Last House on the Left, they had filmed like years before Hunger Games, but when that came out, they're like, oh, get it out now because she's a name, you know.
Right.
So, which I think this just went to straight DVD or like on demand. I don't think this went to theaters. I
that
looked
doesn't
and
surprise me.
there was no budget. No budget info. There's no box office.
Well, there's a
info.
budget. Oh, estimated $7 million
Yeesh.
box office.
I don't know
budget.
what the fuck is costing them $7 million. I guess that's John Travolta's paycheck right
Well, the
there.
budget was, yeah.
But the whole movie is like, other than a few, Jackie Earle Haley goes into multiple clubs, and then the other scenes are them in one room. I bet that club is just like any club was like the same room, but they just shot like
it's definitely
lit
all
it
done
differently.
in the
Like
studio.
I don't know what cost $7 million in this movie. Like there's a couple gunshots, maybe that car flipping over, which I have next, which I hate.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a scene where they outchase the FBI and it flips over. What are you laughing about over there?
The reviews that people write on IMDb.
They're glowing, right?
The one of them actually is. I'm really excited, but this one is really funny. But
Well, let's hear
just
it.
mentions the-
We want to hear it now. Come on.
Oh, it just says, if John Travolta wasn't in the movie, you'd probably have skipped past this one already. And even
True.
then, with each scene that he is in, you spend more time looking at his glued-on hairpiece than following the movie.
Such disrespect. Such disrespect to literally a Hollywood icon.
Hey, we all love Travolta. He got the first pass on this show.
Oh, so funny.
A big theme in this movie is anytime anyone's mad is they pick something up and they throw it across the room. They push, multiple characters do
They
this.
sweep the table.
It happens about 5 to 6 times this movie and Michael Pitt's character does it a lot. Because he's high. He does lots of cocaine in this movie.
He's very angry in this whole movie.
It's the cocaine.
Well, he's cocaine. His wife's cheating on him. This guy Marquise is a FBI informant. There's a lot going on.
I understand there's a lot
and
of
he's
stress
losing
going
his
on.
job
I'm
too.
simply saying he's very angry.
He just lost all the money that
He
he
lost all the
invested.
money. So that's like
into
6 things. That's 6 things more than you probably have.
Likely. You're not wrong.
This, once again, another great John Travolta line. He said if they didn't complete this job, he was going to cut their heads off and shove them down their throats. And the way he delivered that, he was getting close to crazy Travolta because he was like raising his voice. Didn't get there, but that was great.
Did you get
He
the
did,
toe
and-
line?
Was that in the one scene at the very beginning? Because he kind of did that.
No, it was in the middle.
That was on the phone, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it was on the phone.
When he was
like,
going
I'm
for
gonna
it.
get your fucking head off, and shove it down your
then
throat.
He did it a little bit at the beginning too,
Yeah.
because when they're like, "Well, why don't you just get your guys to like kidnap this guy?" And he's like, "Well, two things." And he like said the first reason. He's like, "And they don't owe me $400,000 fucking dollars." And he like lost his mind.
I love when he
And, like,
yells.
it was kind of just like, "Oh, here it comes. It's gonna be
$400 fucking dollars.
Yeah, $400 fucking $1,000. It was just.
Yeah, that's not bad Travolta.
Yeah.
If I worked on it, I gotta act. And then at one point, he randomly, there's a scene where he meets with these like FBI guys. Complete random. He's walking. A waitress says, "Oh, hey, there's some guys at a table." He starts walking. This guy gets up. He's like, he looks like Colonel Sanders. He gets up his longer hair, and he has, "Hey, how's it going?" They shake hands. They like do the bro thing, and they walk away, and that's it.
Hey, take care.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, you choose. They set it up like this guy knows him, and they're gonna have a conversation. And she's like, "Oh,
Yeah, I thought he was going to sit down with that guy. And he's just like, getting up to.
I think they're just trying to show like what a regular and friendly guy he is normally.
Yeah.
Because you have to think this isn't actually really his character. It doesn't seem like it's more just he is doing it for the money.
Mhm.
But like he goes in and the waitresses all say hi.
Well, no,
He
he's
seems like a
still,
very
he's
nice
still
guy.
a mob boss.
But he's
Because
a
he
nice
even
guy.
says,
Yeah,
"Oh,
but-
your mom didn't want you to get into
Yeah,
this
but
line
he's not the
of
one
work."
out like shooting people and killing people like the guys, right? He's hanging out at this hotel or wherever it is, and even the waitresses.
Getting ready for his 5K run.
The waitress they said was his.
I think it was just a waitress.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
he.
he almost.
No, I thought there was
He,
something going on.
he
between
did
them.
references when he beat up the guy with the.
That was the waitress's
crowbar.
boyfriend, wasn't
No, I
it?
know, but he said that's my. I don't know. He said he was how somehow.
That's
he was
my
related
waitress.
To her. No, he said.
I swear he
said
said niece,
niece.
but then
They said he doesn't have nieces.
Yeah.
So maybe he just.
Yeah,
lied
but if
and
you're a
said
mob
that.
boss, you have like cousins
Everybody's
and nieces.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Everybody's related to somebody. And then I actually don't remember who. Oh, Jackie or Haley. That's literally my last point. He said you gotta. Well, same thing. It's just another thread. He says you gotta do this, or you're gonna wake up with a toe tag. Impossible, unless they're just alive, and for shits and giggles, they're gonna put the toe tag on them. But he was insinuating that, oh, we're gonna kill you and you'll be in the morgue. Then that would mean there's no waking up, and there's dialogue like that all throughout this movie.
maybe it's something really sadistic. Like he will put you in the morgue and you're like paralyzed, and then he puts you in the incinerator
That character
alive.
seems like he could though. Like he seemed like pretty effed up. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely.
he gave zero fucks about anything.
Mhm. I did like that part where those guys that had Isaac, he shot them, and then the one guy he shot was still going. And he's like, "Get him! He's a gun! He has a gun!" Yeah, he was all right. Yeah.
On that toe tag thing, before we get too far, it did make me think of Scary Movie, where the two guys, they're like talking. It's just like, you can't wake up dead. But what
Yeah.
if you're a zombie? And they
Yeah.
like go back and forth and banter about it.
That was Kevin Hart.
Was it Kevin Hart?
Mm-hmm. You can't wake up dead. I think it was him and like.
No, not gonna.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Let me know, folks. But yeah, that's all for my notes. I don't have anything too noteworthy. Like, movie's pretty basic.
Yeah.
But I like the dedication of that one guy to take anxiety pills, even though he like mastermind all of it.
That's what you got to do, you know.
Placebos. Sugar
Yeah,
pills.
placebos.
You got to Kaiser Soze it, so. Yeah.
Kaiser Soze.
Yeah. Have you not seen Usual Suspects? I bet you two haven't. I mean,
It's always been on my list.
I
Too
swear
many clicks away.
I swear I see it like.
I started watching The
Compare-
Office again. That's the problem.
Nice.
It's easier. You half-an-hour chunks. And
It
you're
ain't
good
the
to go.
British Office.
You're not the British Office.
I am. I produced it. Do we have anything else to say on this movie?
Well,
Anything else
Emily
you want-
likes this movie.
I do like this movie. I said why. I thought it was enjoyable.
Okay.
It's a lot better than a lot of the crap we've watched.
I can-
Is it
I
a
can
lot
agree with
better?
that.
It is.
I can agree with that
Yes.
because we've watched some really bad stuff.
We've watched some bad movies, and even
all the Adam Sandler
what
movies,
was the last Adam
international.
Sandler movie that you guys were all like, "This isn't even that bad," and I just
Sandy
still
Wexler.
fucking
Okay,
awful.
Sandy Wexler's better than this. Okay,
No,
just for the raccoon
Sandy
scene.
Wexler is not better.
Yeah,
Raccoon's
right.
not at
Yeah.
all.
That's
This
a classic
is
movie.
And the
at
thing
least
it is,
15,000
he's
times
getting
better.
close to back to Adam Sandler, classic Adam Sandler.
No.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
That movie, like, it just makes me angry thinking about that.
The
movie.
sex scene with the dead husband in the corner.
He wasn't dead.
Oh, he's on his
You
way.
had a toe.
too.
You had a toe to
No, but we had that. We had like 9 Lives. This was better than that. Independence Day. This was better than that. Like Independence Day was so boring. and
they're
long.
kind of on the same.
Independence
Yeah, that's what I mean, like-
Same tier.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
tier.
Nice.
Anything else before we go to an overall rating? here?
I feel like there probably should be, but so many scenes were just like
the same.
people talking about nothing for like 15
Yeah.
minutes, so
Well,
it's
we've already
hard.
kind of said it too. It's like a jumble. It's like a trying to be jumble of a bunch of different sort of crime movies.
Yeah,
I feel like if I expected it to be some sort of like movie with a twist, I would have tried to pay more attention to the little details.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just like some buddy crime thing.
And
Well, I
I
didn't think we were
also
going to be
thought-
locked in a room for the
I
whole
thought
movie.
we were going to
Yeah.
get a lot more action just
Yeah.
based on that synopsis.
Mhm.
Will they survive?
I thought there was
Yeah,
going to
no
be a
one
lot.
died.
I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought
well,
three
we count
was-
that
Besides
friend.
Marquis.
Yeah, Mark-
No, we were talking about the 4. And like
That's
Dylan
true.
was going for like 3.
That one guy did fall in the
Yeah,
parkade.
I thought you were talking about
That
another
counts
4.
for like
but
two
other
deaths.
people before
None of the
we did. We made
Fantastic
the
Four
predictions. None of them
Fantastic
died.
Four.
I think that.
Michael Pitt might go kill himself after that.
Well, an
but, you know.
alcoholic guy too. So
Yeah, he's gonna drink himself.
yeah, I thought that. I lost.
What
that
did you
thought.
think?
I don't know. I had it. Everyone was talking. It's gone now.
Any other points you need to bring up?
I had a point. Oh, that's what it was. I thought it was gonna be more chasing, more like when they kidnapped him and they went to a place.
Kidnapped?
And I was.
You sound like an SNL character. He was a kidnapped.
Hey, I'm working on my audition tape right now. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, we got to this warehouse, then we're gonna go somewhere else. I thought it was gonna be much more high paced. The way that bathroom scene started, like I said, that started the movie on high for me because like this is what I want. I'm locked in. Here we go. This is lots of fun. I thought it was gonna be a good time, and it ended up being just a meh time, you know. So
I feel bad for Marquise because I mean he got like attacked in the toilet, you know, trying to go to the washroom. And then
it's sacred if you ask
That's
Marquise.
St. Mary's Cathedral.
And then they locked him in this chair for like hours. He had ice cream. Like he was there for a long time before
He had
someone
ice
even
cream, though.
He was.
before someone took him to the
Spoon-fed
washroom
ice
though.
cream.
Like he didn't get to go to the washroom.
You gotta
I
go.
mean,
You don't know that he
gotta
didn't
go.
have to.
Yeah. Yeah. What does he have to force himself to go? No. And
Some people go
plus,
3 times a day, some people go like once a day.
Plus, that worked for the best time in the script when it's like, where'd Marquise go? And it's like, oh, he's
yeah,
just on,
exactly.
you
The
know.
script, see?
And they had to do this moment. So at one moment, Marquise has to use a washroom. Michael Pitt comes out. He's like, where is he? He's gone. He goes in the washroom. One of the guys brought him in there. And they just do this joke where they're just like, oh my god, it stinks so bad. Like, I get it. He is taking his shit, but it was just like, this movie's weird. It's really, it's
well,
a
like
weird
why did he even close the door? Like if it stunk so bad, like why would he leave?
courtesy. Like, privacy. Like, let the man at least do his
You don't
business.
want to
inside.
have that smell in the whole place either.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna wake up.
You
knowing
forgot to
it's
mention
bumping.
too that before he checks the rest of the house, he actually runs like all the way down the stairs outside.
Well, that's
I mean,
the
he's
whole-
on coke. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like even
He's
stuff like
jazzed
I
up.
just forgot that they were sleeping in bunk beds in this movie. Like I would say this movie is worth to watch with some friends in the sense of there's a
No.
lot of no there's a lot of weird stuff.
If you
like
want to play a
that.
drinking
know
game, every time
why.
they say "fuck you," drink.
No,
Then
you
you
But there's a
know
lot of
why?
weird stuff.
Because the place was for sale, but it had been left abandoned, so I guess it was foreclosed on. The people were evicted, but there was kids that lived there. There was tons of kids' drawings all over the walls of this place.
Oh,
I guess, but they didn't need a bunk bed. They didn't
But
need to add
that's
this.
why, though, because obviously the previous owners had people that lived there had kids.
I
So,
guess.
yeah, there was bunk beds.
This movie's much more thought out than I thought. I
Another
guess.
little hint to it, everything is he hangs up on him. He goes to run out to get the car so they can leave, and John Travolta just shows up, and he's just like, "How do you know where we were?"
Well, we knew.
So
Well, they asked
Noah.
that.
No, Noah would let them
Yeah.
know where they were,
yeah,
right?
but
Yeah.
at the time, like
Yeah.
They're not gonna question Eddie.
Yeah.
so. But it's just interesting, like the little things that now that you think back, you can kind of pick up the little hints that
Yeah.
something was wrong.
Mhm. So when Dylan doesn't likely watch it again, he can pick up on all these. weird-
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Overratings now.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how are we rating?
Yeah.
Well, we do the thumbs up and thumbs down, and then the
We do one of
stars.
each.
We're keeping the stars
Okay.
live, and it has to be up or down. Remember, there's no middle thumbs here. So, shit. I think you did this with Sandy Wexler. I would give it a thumb down because I would not want to see more movies like this. I'd want to see more like I'm Rap, but not more like this. I can't give it a 3, but I can't give it a 1. I'm giving it a 2. I can say I didn't like it, even though once again the flaw of the old Netflix system, that I wouldn't say that like if someone asked me, I'd be like, oh I wouldn't say, oh I didn't like that movie. I would just be like, oh yeah, it was fine, it's boring, don't watch it. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to tell people like don't watch this. Like with Independence Day, I'd be like, I hate it or I didn't like that. You know, like don't watch that. Where Criminal Activities, I would say don't watch it, but I'm not so passionate to be like, I didn't like it. It's just like it's a movie that exists. Some people got paid. I got to see John Travolta a little bit, so yeah, a 2 out of 5. So that's a fail. And a thumbs down. So fail on all counts, but like you gotta really look into the fails. What I'm saying, they're not. If on the surface it looks really bad, but there's worse out there. That's the best elevator pitch I'd give somebody.
I'm gonna agree with you just on different reasons. I definitely thumbs down. I don't want more like that to appear. I like the twist ending thing going on, but I don't want it to be like that movie. And
You should watch Usual Suspects then if you haven't seen it. It's good. And it's not like...
It's a classic.
that you also haven't seen.
I wanted to, though.
It's a fantastic movie. Kevin Spacey won an Oscar for this.
It's in my
And
list.
you love Kevin Spacey.
I love Spacey.
Why don't you watch House of Cards? What's wrong with you?
I don't like politics.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
Fair enough.
So,
That's
and
why I
then,
don't like Star Wars, the original, or
The
the
prequels.
prequels.
The Trade Federation.
and then I would, because I watched the others the other day, and I would say that was like a 3. I found the twist was better, the movie was more
Was it on
engaging.
Netflix?
It is.
Okay.
But-
I was wondering if that's why you kept referring to it. 'Cause I
Yeah,
was like,
it
okay.
is. But this one I found, like when I watched the others, I actually watched it and then was trying to figure out what was going on. This one, I sat on my phone, so I would give the others a 3, so I have to go below that based on the similar kind of going for the twist at the end, so I'm going to go with a 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't have the others to compare to.
You should watch it after you watch The Usual Suspects.
Honestly, you didn't sell it on me. It's like a slightly better version of this.
Where I said I
If
gave
I could watch Usual Suspects,
Yeah.
which is like the 5.
You can watch the Academy Award winning version of this.
It depends on what your opinions are on twist endings. This wasn't really a twist ending, it was just kind of like...
It's still a twist ending though,
But
because
not
we
to
didn't
the-
see it coming.
Not to
right?
the same degree.
No, it's not done well, but like it's still like a twist of like, oh, this guy was in on it all along, you see? And...
Yeah. You know, there's a good chance I'll never watch this movie.
Oh God.
You could almost say 100%. This
It
movie,
is 100%.
this movie 100% gets a thumbs down. I can't. I'm trying to picture like obviously Taylor would like this movie, but I don't think he'd like it that much even.
But
you know?
first of all, I think you're wrong because we can't forget
Wow,
details.
mind blown.
Yeah, I'm
He
so
He
enthralled.
saw all the little details, so he was just piecing it together.
Well, we gotta be careful because Taylor's like the Noah of our group. You know, we take all these shots, and one day he's gonna frame us for some murder.
Yeah, but we don't pour tomato juice on him naked in the middle of a party.
I think you're...
Oh, what?
You should be the most
You were at
scared.
the last.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
Travis needs to be
terrible.
the most scared of Taylor.
Yeah.
He's the one that razzes them the most.
Yeah.
Razzies.
If anything, I'm the cop who told you not to do it, but then just watch you do it anyway.
That's fine. I know Taylor's
Who
not.
am I in this story? I don't even know.
You can be
You're
Marquise.
the director.
Cool.
But you
Wait,
die. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm definitely
you,
Michael
you,
Pitt.
can, you can be the drunk guy instead, then I guess.
Yeah, so you can be a lifebound alcoholic.
There you go.
Great, I'm excited.
You made
So-
it to 21 days sober at least.
Yeah, it's so
That's almost a
sad.
month. That's almost a month.
Well, actually, no, he made it
longer than
because
that.
21 days and then 3 months later, right? So he did pretty good, you know. So I like it. Yeah, never mind. Just that they had to have him on his like to emphasize that he's a drunk. He had to have his shirt off because he can't be a drunk with his shirt on. He has to have it off. He was like so much stereotypical stuff. So Dylan, you give a thumbs down. What's your actual number rating?
Well-
or your star rating?
I mean, I didn't really get to finish my thought, but I gave it a thumbs down just because like I would not recommend this movie to really anyone. Like even if you're watching it with your friends, like there's not a whole lot to like laugh at. Like it's very minimal in that sense. It's slow. It's kind of boring. At least it's only an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
As for the star rating, I feel like it's better than some of the other stuff we watched, just because it actually had like some semblance of a story and it tried for some things, but
It didn't feel
the acting was like really bad, and I feel like the script was really lazy. It was just like f-bombs the whole time. Honestly, I'm gonna give it a 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you hated it?
Yeah, I hated it.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, this is not a good movie. Don't watch it. Don't waste your
Wow.
time. Go watch The Others or Usual Suspects or The Office.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction's a true classic.
Well, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. And I'm
Wow.
yes,
Wow.
because like I said, more enjoyable than anything we've watched, I think.
Anything.
More than I Am Wrath?
I Am Wrath was like over the top enjoyable. At least this
What about
is
that Vin
like
Diesel
tolerable, you know? Like it's like the other movies I can't even tolerate.
I don't know.
You love that Vin Diesel movie.
I did not love the Vin Diesel movie. I wanted to like it.
Okay.
I don't-
and I did.
But
Even
Elijah
I Am
Wood.
Wrath's
I
like
tried.
cheesiness should like be much above this.
But this is just what I'm saying. I like this movie. Gets a thumbs up. I guess as a star rating, I'd probably give it a 3, only because it's still better than other stuff we've watched. And yeah, I would recommend this to my mom and dad because they like movies like this. And it's probably why I like movies like
That's
this.
true. Your parents have
So,
terrible taste.
They like really cheesy
Well, they
movies.
do. They do.
So
I've
they
let them
will-
know.
Yeah, they know this.
Every
But
time
I'm
they're
gonna
like,
tell
man,
them-
this great movie, I'm like, that's an awful movie. Then we get in a conversation. It's not the winner for all conversations, but you pull up Rotten Tomatoes, I'd say 9 of those 10 movies are all fraud and like in the low like 30s or whatnot.
That's not bad.
My parents like these kinds of movies. It is
Dante's
what it is.
Peak, Volcano's much better.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
I like Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Well,
I don't like The Hobbit.
Anyways,
it still averages out to 2.
Yeah, no.
3 and the 1.
Not bad.
I mean,
there's been times you guys have given movies that are absolute garbage higher scores than
You're trying to say
Okay.
Sandy Wexler. That's
Yeah,
what she's
I am.
That's what she's
Because
insinuating because we gave it
that
a 3.
movie shouldn't exist.
That raccoon
That
scene
movie
That
should
is
probably
better-
be burnt
that raccoon
from the
scene
face of the earth.
It's better than this whole movie.
I agree with
almost
that.
would like to gouge out my eyeballs.
I would watch
after
the
seeing that
raccoon
movie.
scene for an hour and a half before I watch this again.
Raccoon
Yes,
scene is
I'll watch
honestly
this
like
again.
probably in my top 10 favorite scenes this year.
Oh,
That's
easily.
really
That Tom
Like top 5
Hiddleston,
even.
the
Yeah,
Tom
Hiddleston's
Hiddleston sword
up there.
swinging,
Any
something
movie-
from Logan.
I know this movie didn't come out this
Really
year, but
unfortunate.
if it did, like no scene.
Not even the flashback scene.
That's like a
The
maybe
toilet
it's
close.
fight
that's like a
scene.
top 40,
Yeah.
top 50 scene, and that's even pushing it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, another great edition of Netflix and Fail. As you can see, many varying opinions on this movie. You know what? Maybe go watch it and let us know.
Well,
But I'm saying if you watch it, if you want to know for yourself,
I
hey,
couldn't sleep at night if I recommended it.
I'm not recommending it.
I'll
I'm
do
saying,
it.
I'm
Go
saying,
watch it.
if you want to know what all hubbub is, go watch it. And
Oh,
if you
the what? The hubbub?
hubbub, and if you
You
do,
can't make up words.
Hubbub.
Hubbub?
It's a word.
hubbub's a real word. That's a real expression.
Okay, chill out.
Come on. And if you do watch it, please comment and let us know what you thought about this movie. Give us your star rating. Like and subscribe to everything we have. We're on Patreon. Please support us there. YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, the whole shebang. Do you guys want to say anything before we get out of here?
It's definitely a movie that you can do something else if you have like homework or
Cleaning.
yeah, something you can put it on because
Eating.
it's not really enough
Napping?
information for you to really get the ending anyway. So.
Doing cocaine.
You know,
You know what,
maybe
I don't
watch
think
this
you're
movie
gonna
on like
sit
2
and
times.
Watch this, but then watch all the movies that it tries to be. Like watch all.
Or
those
watch
crime
all those movies and don't watch it.
Let's
That's true.
start with this
That's
because you
true.
don't want to like.
Our
if
review,
you're like, oh, I really
shorter
need a
than
crime
the movie.
I'd watch
That's
it.
all you need.
If you say like, I've watched all the crime movies, I need a crime movie, you should have started with this one because you're just gonna let yourself
See,
down.
I guess, but I
I'm
don't feel like I really need to go watch another crime movie like
Oh.
Pulp Fiction or
You
Usual
do.
Here's what you
Suspects.
should
I
do,
definitely-
actually.
And this really makes me actually want to watch Snatch, and I'm excited it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
that
on
was
Netflix.
the
in
TV
July.
show.
Here's my recommendation. Watch
I
the
want
last
to.
15 minutes of this movie and then watch the
Oh, that's
first
true.
hour. And
Tarantino, in a way, he always shows the ending of the movie and then does the
that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
do your own machete version of this. So, do you know what that is?
My favorite
Machete.
movie.
No, I mean like the
Ah,
it's
shit.
an editing key when it's like you can choose how to watch it. So there's like some people that watch the prequels in a
It's
different
like
order.
the Star Wars thing where people like
You watch
have
like
some weird
4,
one.
5, and then you watch
Oh, I've
2
heard
and
of that,
3,
yeah.
and then 6. Yeah. So go machete this movie. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not sure what the fuck we'll be watching next because Netflix is always surprising us, but it won't be boring.
Mhm.
Thank you for watching
Have a good evening.
or day.
or
You
morning.
don't know when they're watching this.
I don't. I really
listening?
don't. I assumed. I'm sorry.
Call me Eddie.